Now let's go back to Netflix and Friends, and we're going to talk Daddy Issues on BBC iPlayer. Now, Daddy Issues is a TV show. It's a comedy that stars Amy Lou
David
Wood.
Morrissey.
Yes, has David
I
Morrissey.
think I've
Stars,
seen a little clip of it, but that's it.
yes, it's Amy Lou Wood, who I think she plays a character called Gemma, and her dad is played by David Morrissey. And when you first meet Amy Lou Wood, when you first meet Gemma, she's in an aeroplane in the toilet having a dalliance with somebody she's just met on the flight. So that happens, and then she gets down. You get to meet her in her life, and you realize that she works in the hairdressers. She's a bit kind of like some would say promiscuous. I don't know what the other word is for it. I don't know what the non-judgy word is for it. But let's say she sleeps with a lot of people. She sleeps with a lot of people. So you see her sleeping with somebody on the plane. You see her sleeping with somebody else, like, she just sort of met. And her flatmate moves out. She finds out she's pregnant. And she thinks, oh my God, I think it's that guy who was on the plane. But she doesn't know who that guy on the plane was. Like, she only met him on the plane, never met with him after that. And she starts realizing that she's going to need help. Like, as people tell her what having a baby is going to entail, she starts realizing, I'm going to need help. I actually cannot do this on my own. But my flatmate has just left because she's going to go get married. I need to cover the rent. And her dad and her mom have broken up. Her dad and her mom have broken up, and she goes to see her dad. And her dad is in this hovel of a place. Her dad's living in this sort of bedsit hovel, which seems to be made up entirely of men who've been divorced and left the family home and have come to this place. And there's a guy who's in charge of it who is just like a total. It's like they decided let's make a character and let's just dump all the negative things that you can have about toxic manhood in this man, but make him an idiot. So he spouts all this stupid things about the role of women, about how you get women to notice you and everything like that. But the character is essentially an idiot, and so it's kind of like, the soft stain of that. So it's abhorrent, but kind of not threatening because this guy can't really do anything about it. And so if she eventually asks her dad to move in with her and says, "Dad, you can't live here. I need to come live." And so her dad who comes and moves in with her, and her dad is totally useless because in all the years of being married, he never did anything. He didn't do any housework. He didn't sort out any bills because her mom handled the house. And they find out that her mom is kind of like has taken all the money and decided, I'm going to go live my life that I wasn't allowed to live all these years, and it's just sort of sworn off around the world. And what happens is that you follow in, there's two parallel stories is of her dad trying to figure out how to live life as a newly divorced man, and her trying to get ready for this baby to arrive, and thinking, okay, how am I going to pay for it? Do I need a man around? If so, what kind of man do I get? There's an episode where she hooks up with a former school friend who has a couple of kids, and they decide that they're going to go to this one bar and this one bar is just full of people, of old rich men who are looking for whatever the opposite side of a sugar daddy is.
So, I was going to say that this is my niece. That relationship.
That kind of relationship. So she goes there because the whole idea is, if we go there, we can catch somebody, and if we catch somebody, then we look after the child. Then we look after the child, and that's a whole weird thing. So and also her sister. She has a sister who is in jail, and her sister is in jail because her sister tried to get her partner killed, and no, but the scenes with her sister, played by the actress who was in My Mad Fat Diary, who is one of those people who you keep seeing. She was in My Mad Fat Diary. She was in the Barbie movie. Sharon Rooney, played by Sharon Rooney.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's and she those scenes are just hilarious. Like the things that she says and everything, like the way she sees the world and the kind of logic that she goes as to why she isn't at fault for trying to get her for paying some people to kill her partner by pushing them down some stairs. That kind of thing. It's quite funny. So all in all, I think Daddy Issues is quite a funny show. It is only 6 episodes. It goes quite well. It ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, but it's one of those that I don't begrudge. I'm like, okay, we'll see how it goes in season 2. And figure out. But these are characters I would willingly spend more time with and find out more and see what more shenanigans they get into with trying to deal with becoming parents and all that kind of stuff. So all in all, I would give it a 3 out of 5. I would give Daddy Issues a 3 out of 5.